All right. Still got the Florida Atlantic rivalry going. It's kind of our break game, which we assume we're going to win this one very easily. Let's check out recruiting. Look at there. Could be the battle. Look at there. Look at there. Battling. Looks like we're cruising on this one. Conference Prestige, Championship Contender. I think we can figure that. Star. Shield. Proxy. Never mind. Maybe one more week. Oof. We got a week 3, but that was a big jump. There. What is it, slow up here? Try to get in on the camera. I think we wanted to get that visitor in, but might be futile. Looks good. To the soft. Coach Prestige. Nothing could be that. And stars. Those two. Let's do it. Double soft. Probably stars. Go to this one. Championship Contender. Could be a couple of them. We're gonna do that one. The old rivalry. I don't think we ever lost to them, did we? In season 1.
Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Owls offense will take the field first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we've played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
And that's a missed opportunity. I mean, he had him open. He could have thrown that football maybe with just a little bit more touch. He had plenty of mustard on it. You could see he threw a bullet. But sometimes when those guys are wide open, you see quarterbacks they try to aim it a little bit too much, and it'll come up short.
Leaves it on the inside with the back. Picks up the first down. A really nice run from deep in his own territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 29.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off the overweight stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
On the run, it's McGee. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So FIU's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover him, take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team, sometimes you play zone. Mix it up, give different looks, because he's a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. On the double. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Cricket. Off the boot, looking for his man. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, he breaks into the open. And Winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job.
Looking deep.
He's got a step. Oh!
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And the extra point is good. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
The split works better.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Got it. Here we go. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
A strike downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Florida Atlantic races to the line. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
The give from the gun. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Puts it in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what we saw.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man down the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Snags it inside the 20.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. And if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
Ready? And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Heading to the end zone. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida International. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is. Gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And they tacked on the extra point. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They are set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty.
Ready, set. Get set, get set.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Set, go.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. FIU will line up to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40.
Ready, break.
Florida Atlantic Mid-Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work.
42 Spiders.
They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys.
Look at that toughness just running through everybody. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and man, he's lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the win.
Oh, he's got some space. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. Grab near the marker. It's a roll. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there. It's now a first set of downs.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on second down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Miami is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that may get its own 30 for 30 after this one. They're up 14 over Temple. Just another week of college football where
Special teams proving to be special. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. These guys scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Now a chance to really dig their way out of this hole.
Yeah, and it's complimentary football, right? Offense doing their job, scoring, defense getting the stop. Offense has got the ball right back home. Go back to that last drive, revisit it, rehash some of the same plays.
Yeah, and if you're the quarterback here, think about where are my best matchups, too. We're going to have to throw the football at some point here, so where do I want to take advantage of this defense and what areas of the field, and where are my best opportunities?
They want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and they did, but this time the defense up to the challenge.
And when you slide that running back out of the backfield, like I'm thinking pass, I got to be locked in, and I got to see him, and the linebackers have to see him and understand.
And the defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He's got great speed. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Quick pass on the jet motion. He breaks the tackle. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up.
Ready?
First down here for the offense.
Lasso! Lasso!
From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Ready,
Try
set.
to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. And he's in for the touchdown. Just a second, there is a flag on the field. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play.
Got it.
And here comes the offense on second down.
Here we go.
Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up with.
Receiver. Receiver on the right.
Will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. The Panthers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
Cricket. Go.
Red pass, it's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that.
No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
On the set.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Hand off from the gun. Trying to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. He'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got it. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Looking to throw for it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense.
Ready up.
Opening play of the drive from the 39.
Set. Hut.
Looking to throw on first down. He's open on the right. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Offense set on first down.
Jackrabbit.
looking downfield on first down. He's got it. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays.
Looking for the end zone.
Touchdown.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you've got receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum. Breaks into the open. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end.
On the double.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25.
Here we go.
Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The run from the shotgun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Moving out of the pocket. Quarterback gets the 1st down. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it.
That's all I had was that screen.
Ready, set.
Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense.
Pound 55 wings.
Wants to pass. Release to the back. That's caught. It's McGee. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's got his man. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Okay, ready.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10.
Green 25.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Florida Atlantic races to the line. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. With the catch, it's McGee. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll open the second half with a run. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Wants to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Ready up.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. After the run, now to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
And the Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. They'll give it to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Gonna take a shot. Touchdown, International. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Okay.
Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work.
Come on, set.
They go to the ground. Got a little space. Turning it on. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And off from the shotgun. Running to Green. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. The Owls come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the gun, the running back. He's brought down. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play.
Ready, set.
They'll line up for a second down play.
Cobra. Ready, go.
Looking to fire. Makes the grab. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with third and 4.
Got it.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball is in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Oh, and that's a chance to end that drive right there and completely wipe out the possibility of any points because, of course, the offense has the ball on their side of the field. That is an interception that he's got to be able to make.
Clear. Clear.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive. He's not able to come up with it.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Jackrabbit.
Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got his man. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. 1st and 10.
Moves. Timber.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Ready.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Down.
Toss sweep to the right. Power through.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
On the ready.
The Panthers are facing 3rd and inches. Quarterback making adjustments. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again.
Okay.
Now this defense could really use a stop on 3rd down as the offense has had its way. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He works his way inside the 40, but they stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down from the 38. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Louisiana Tech is on top, but it's not like Terry Bradshaw is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away.
On the double.
They're up by just 2 over Southern Miss.
Here we go.
We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different.
It's picked off and another empty drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. Got a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Well, Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing.
And he finds no running room at all, and the third quarter is over. Maybe more open spaces coming in the fourth. We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats.
Ready,
They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down.
in blue. Ready, go.
Back to pass. Working that left side now. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Got his man on the right. The exclamation point on that drive. They tackle more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage.
Sub-starters. Sub-backups.
Able to make the tackle. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football.
On the ready. Easy.
Going right to work up top. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size. Still got him on the turn. And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Runs through a tackle. He's out past the 35. There he goes. At the 20. Touchdown Owls. He shed tackles right and left. Oust it.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job executing all of the They put a stop to that return at the 22. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Might be changing the route.
Let's go.
Try to get it to the edge. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Again, defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looking to throw, it's Rourke. Gonna let it fly. Makes the grab on the left side. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Got it.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs.
Cricket.
This time they'll go to the running game. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Ready.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Set.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Ready, ready.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10.
Spire.
They'll leave it with him. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
They'll run it on the counter. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College.
It's one of our nice little breezer games, and we pass it after a little rough.